Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? Ay, ay, ay. Black Clover, absolutely fire this week. Um, I guess it wasn't all that fire. It was just more of learning how things have been set up and what has been popping off in the past. And I don't know. I definitely am a fan of that type of stuff just because I like to know the overall history and lore around this like place that Black Clover is taking place in, and to think that we have a good opportunity to learn about it through Yami's backstory with Vengeance is pretty awesome. Um, the overall like factoid is this whole betraying the Clover Kingdom has been a thing like all the time. So to betray the Clover Kingdom is almost like just to test your might or to try to move up in the world and see how much money you can make and stuff. It's kind of the dumb thing to do just because you feel like you can do it seemingly and you haven't. I mean, the only people who usually have betrayed the Clover Kingdom is people who are Magic Knights who are supposed to be the only ones who are supposed to be protecting it alongside the Wizard King. So it's been giving they've been putting this out there that there hasn't just been this one instance of betrayal within the Clover Kingdom. It's clearly been going on even before the Black Bulls and Golden Dawn were a thing. So it's clear to me that that's what they're kind of trying to bring up here, or that's what they're trying to build up, is the fact that they probably just, regardless of what happens within certain parts of the story, there was always a part of the story where there was people betraying the Clover Kingdom. There was always a part of the story where people were just not um, capable of caring as much as, like a person like Asta and people like that care about the Clover Kingdom, or um, Yami, for instance. He seemingly would never betray them just because he likes, the Wizard King, and this place took him in when he had nothing, or at least Julius did. So I don't know. It seems like a really good way to try to, play the card of, oh, who could really be the bad guy? Like who could be leaking all this information? And of course, they don't want to bring out a character that we actually are, dealing with as of right now. So I think that was a pretty smart way of doing that, because now you can still, if there is somebody that's in the Clover Kingdom that's, betraying us, we still have that person, and we still have like zero hints as to who it could be. Seeing how this situation was taken care of. So, excuse me, I just woke up. I'm really looking forward to seeing how all this transpires, because as of now, there isn't much I've seen in this show that it's giving me the feeling that they don't know what they're doing. Like this show seemingly has a lot of smart things that they've already kind of put together and left for us to figure out on our own. So I don't know. Black Clover is definitely its own thing right now, and that's what I love about it, is how far it's going by itself without really needing anybody else to kind of chime in and stuff like that. So I don't know. I think Black Clover is definitely a great show, but at the same time, this is pretty much filler. Like this overall turns out to be filler. Um, I mean, not like ultimate filler though, seeing how we learned something about, for instance, Yami and his past with, vengeance and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure they didn't really show us any moves that they haven't done, you know, in the present day. So if anything, they've only grown miraculously stronger since then, seeing how Yami has a thing where he just likes to push through and become stronger than he actually is. He likes to always destroy his limits. I guess I'm not gonna say he likes to. He just can. Like every single time we've seen a Yami fight, which I think it was brilliant to even bring it into this part, was he always can surpass his limits if he's losing. And what was he doing this week? He was losing and he was absolutely raising up a new power, which could have probably done some devastating damage. So, with that telling me that he's always probably going to continuously do that is a good sign for his character. I mean, anytime he's in a pinch, he's literally just going to get angry and surpass his limits. Like that's just his character. Like that's how they kind of written him now, which is funny and dope at the same time. So really looking forward to that, just to see what they actually, do overall. Like, are they going to allow him to, um, are they going to allow him to continuously surpass his limits? I mean, he can already cut dimensions now, so what would be another level for him to actually reach at this point, which is crazy to think about. But the other person that really scares me though, and doesn't have any real looking weaknesses besides maybe not watching his back for the first time, uh, Vengeance seems like somebody who has never had to break his limits, who has never, well, I mean, maybe he's broke his limits once and that was about it. And then ever since then, he's just been cruising. He's on cruise control. I just can't tell with how his overall story is playing out, how his overall persona is. This man has been carrying himself the same since we've seen him in the future, and now since we've seen him in the past. So there's not much of a big change difference for him. So that's the scary part, is what what would happen if he does grow more? What would happen if he gets stronger from an experiment, from an experience, kind of like Yami had with the Midnight Sun, which clearly he's probably going to be a part of the raiding team, which could be possible for him to be pushed to his limits. But there's still a weird side of me that wants to say that Vengeance is, um, he's definitely not with us. Like he seems like the best candidate of being a bad guy, and I hate to say that because it seems obvious, but at the same time they've been playing it out so well that it's almost as if questioning him right now is like rude, like, oh, I saved everybody and I helped everybody and you still don't believe me. So hopefully I'm wrong about that. I mean, he's a pretty cool character, so to see him like go from being on the hero side to just getting like body or something would kind of suck. So I would love to see what you guys are feeling on that. Would you guys want the Golden Dawn guy to be bad, good, whatever the case? So let me know on that. Overall though, man, I honestly think that with everything popping off, with how like Yami grows stronger, how Asta grows stronger, I can only imagine that we could be seeing some of the most powerful techniques that we've seen in the show so far because of the Midnight Sun's final remaining teammates. Not to mention the one person we kind of just forgot about, or the show just kind of left out of the picture, is Mars and his girl that helped the Black Bulls and Vanessa with her cat that she got. Those everybody in that time hasn't shown up since, and I guess they might be waiting for like a certain moment or something to bring them all back. I'm not sure, but with that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I got quite a few more stuff to watch, so I am your boy, the Anime G, and I hope you guys have an amazing night, evening, or whoa, I missed him. Have an amazing night, evening, morning, whatever the case you may be watching this, and I will definitely talk to you in the next one. So, with that being said, either I will have up, the show about the time traveling, or I will have One Punch Man up right after this. So, with all that being said, have an awesome one and peace.